How y'all doing today? It's your boy Jermaine from Shovel-Nosed Hogs back with another video. And for this video, I'm going to be weighing all my hog noses, basically just giving you an update on how my snakes are growing. Also going to show you my Excel template just so you can see how much they've grown in the last few months. And I also got feeding videos coming out, and I'm also going to start back doing my videos explaining the different morphs of hog noses. The next one is going to be about the sable gene. And the good thing about hognose snakes, unlike ball pythons and like corn snakes, there's so much untapped potential in hognose snakes. Like with ball pythons and corn snakes, it's not uncommon for you to see a snake that has like 4 or even 5 visual genes displaying at one time. With hognose snakes, that's not the case. For the most part, you may see a hognose with like 2 recessive genes, maybe 3. It's rare to see them with like 4 visual recessive genes. So there's like so much potential in terms of like what we can create in terms of mixing the different genes. So that's one of the reasons why I got into hog noses. Also, they stay relatively small, so I don't have to invest in large enclosures as well as purchasing rats. And then they have personalities. But with that being said, man, definitely continue watching the videos on this channel, and let's look at the weights of all my hog noses. All right, first up is gonna be Steve. Got my scale right here. Let's get it set up. What's up, buddy? All right, looks like he weighs 57 grams. All right, next up is Noodle. $60 grams, man. I wish I was recording his weight when I first got him in February. He was a lot smaller than this. So he's definitely picking up weight really well. All right, next up, girl Sassy. $36 grams. All right, next up is Cheeto, and she's still technically in shed. Her eyes have cleared back up. She kind of looks like she isn't in shed right now. It's kind of crazy. Like they get ashy, and then like a day after, their eyes clear up and they look post-shed color. So she'll probably shed either today or tomorrow, but she's still like agitated, as you can see. And she never hisses like this. The only time she does this is when she's in shed. All right. She currently 45 grams. So she's growing really well. 45 grams. All right. Next up is this girl, Tofu. Let's see where she's at. 217 grams. Okay. She's getting up there to breeding size. Like I said, I wanted to get her to like around 250 grams, hopefully before she breeds next year, and she looks like she's well on her way. All right, so last but not least, of the hog noses, my boy Diablo. You so grouchy today, buddy. Oh, turn the scale on. Oh, looks like he's in shed. 38 grams. All right, so this is actually his first time being in shed since I had him. And you can tell by that gray belly. So his eyes haven't turned blue yet. So hopefully he eats today. I still think he will. But yeah. All right, so hopefully the audio is coming out decent from my computer, but I just wanted to give y'all more of a close-up on the weights and how they've been growing since I had them and actually started collecting the weight. So as you can see, I started weighing all my snakes at the beginning of May. And so the first one we're gonna look at is Noodle, which is my male Arctic albino. I got him on February 22nd of 2020, but I didn't start weighing him until March 13th. And so when I first started weighing him, he was 36 grams. And as you can see he, for the most part, he eats. He does have a few weeks where he didn't eat, but from May 13th to now, today is July 20th. So in 2 months, he has almost doubled in weight. So he went from 36 grams to 60 grams. And as you can see, most days he eats 2 pinkies. So basically eating four pinkies or 4 fuzzy, I would say fuzzy mice a week. So feeding them twice a week, 4 fuzzy mice. And being at 60 grams for a male, that's almost like adult size. So once he gets around 70 grams, I will probably start feeding him a larger prey item and just once a week, because I don't want to get them over 100 grams for my males. But he's getting close to that adult size. Next one is going to be Sassy. So she's my female normal, and I purchased her in April. And when I first started weighing her, she was only 14 grams. And so now she has gotten up to 36 grams. So she has doubled her weight in the last 2 months, which is really good. And for the most part, she only eats 1 small mouse or small pinky every feeding. It was on one occasion where she ate 2 mice. That was the day that Noodle didn't eat. So she's doing really well with her weight. The next one is going to be Steve. So he is my Anaconda morph, Hognose, 100% het for sable, 100% het albino. And when I first got him, he was pretty skinny. He was 23 grams, but he still was around the same size in terms of length. And he's actually picked up weight really nice. So he started out at 23 grams, and as of today, this morning, he was 57 grams. So he's another one that's doubled in weight. And he, for the most part, he eats 2 fuzzy mice every time I feed him. All right, next up is my favorite, Cheeto, which is the sable albino. I got her back in April. And when I first started wearing her, she was 19 grams, and now she is 45 grams. So she's growing at a really fast pace. And as you can see, for the most part, she only eats 1 pinky mouse every time I feed her. But probably in the next 2 or 3 months, I think she's gonna be larger than both Noodle and Steve in terms of weight, because her growth spurt is just crazy. She's gonna be a huge girl, and she has the best appetite. She has a crazy little personality. I know people say don't have favorite children, but she is my favorite hog. Next up is Tofu. So she is the Anaconda possible Arctic. She is my only adult hognose snake, and she was born in 2018. So when I first got her in May, she was 166 grams, and I feed her 1 mouse every 5 days. And so she has jumped from 166 grams to 217 grams as of this morning. So by this time, early 2021, she's probably going to be well over 250 grams, and she's going to be ready to breed. Next up is Diablo, and he is my super Arctic Conda male, born in 2018. And for y'all who don't know, he is small for 2018. He should be my second largest snake, but the previous owner lost him for 7 months in his house. So he went 7 months without eating. So when I first got him, actually last month, he was only 22 grams. And now he's worked his way up. He's 38 grams as of today. And so I've started, because I want to breed him to Tofu, I want him at least around 60 grams before I put him in there with her. And so I've been feeding him you know what I'm saying, since the beginning of this month, 2 pinky mice every time I feed him. And that's really helping him put on a little bit of weight. And so those are all my hognose snakes. Last but not least is my little corn snake. And I only feed her once a week. So this is Frosty. And I got her, she was 7 grams. And as of last week, she was 9 grams. I only weigh her the mornings before I feed her. So she's probably around 10 grams. It seems like with those little pinkies that I got from PetSmart, she gains a gram a week, which, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. She's, you know what I'm saying, only a month old. So I'm gonna continue doing that. And so basically, if y'all like this little layout, this Excel sheet, how I document, and also document, as you can see on this side right here, there's shed dates. As you can see, Sassy just shed on the 15th. Like to keep track of that. Everybody has shed for me in terms of my hognose snakes, except for Diablo, and he's currently in shed right now. So if you like this template, just send me an email. It's shovelnosehogs@gmail.com, one word, basically the title of my YouTube page, and I'll send that out to you if you want to keep track of your snakes, whether it's a hognose snake, corn snakes, ball pythons, lizards, or whatever. And hopefully you like this video. I got plenty more to come.